Can you hear me now? Hi. Yay! Y'all can hear me? Yay! Good morning, good afternoon. I'm your host. Hi, Krista Chin. What's happening? How y'all feeling? It's good to be here. Shout out to the NBPA for having me involved. What's happening? I want to start this by first just giving, just big wishes, well wishes to, our first responders out here on the front line, our doctors, nurses, our service workers, everybody that, is putting their life on the line right now for us to, be safe out here and in the future. I'm just blessed to be able to be a part, of a country and a people and a community, especially in the sports community, of people that have been, great at joining forces, collaborating. And, big shout out to the NBPA for giving us this platform to talk hoop, to talk to you, keep you entertained, even though that, basketball season is not here. So I want to jump right into it. I got a special guest. Well, y'all know who it is because we told y'all about it. I'm going to bring him in right into the live right now. Let's see. Let me invite somebody. Shout out to Chicago. Shout out New York. Shout out LA. Shout out to the Philippines.
BD, OG.
Oh, what up?
What's up?
My G, what's up, kid?
Trying to get somewhere you can hear me. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. We can all hear you. What up, Trae?
What you been up to?
Man, trying to work out, dog. Trying to use this quarantine time to lose this weight.
Yeah, I gotta get a hair. I gotta get a haircut, so I'm keeping the beanie on. I need it.
Yeah.
Need a haircut.
Your hair wild, huh?
Yeah.
You got you growing a beard now.
Yeah, this quarantine, I'm just trying to see how long it can grow. It's gonna come off as soon as we start.
You're gonna be
again.
nice.
I'm trying. I'm trying to get a beard like yours.
Hey, dog, that'd be so sick. That'd be so sick if you came out of quarantine with a full beard and like the full like one of them Game of Thrones
Yep.
afros. I'd be dying, dog. You
That's
good
funny.
though? How's the fam?
Yeah, I'm good. Everybody's good. It's my little brother's birthday today, so
Oh, happy birthday!
yeah, get to see him today. So it's everything's good over here.
Yeah, how you been holding up?
I've been good. Just trying to stay sane. You know what I'm saying? Throughout this time, it's crazy.
Man, tell me about it.
It's been tough. I'm trying to make sure first everybody's staying safe, and after that, then just trying to stay in shape, stay ready for playing again. So it's a crazy time.
Man, what you doing to stay in shape?
I got like a couple weights, a couple bikes here at my house that I try to do cardio on, try to get to my high school track, and just get some miles.
Hard though, huh?
Yeah,
hard.
it's hard, yo. It's hard.
It's like waking up and knowing that you can't get in the gym, right? And like, man, like it's hard enough to even like take the ball outside and go shoot on the court. Like, how does that make you feel as like a hooper?
Yeah, I mean it definitely makes you appreciate what you have. I mean, for me, I'll never take playing the game for granted again. You know what I'm saying? Like this is basketball just got basically taken away from us for a little bit, and it's made me appreciate it that much more. And I don't be trying to. I don't know how to really get up shots outside with the wind and all that. So I've been just mainly working on my body and then trying to do all that stuff. So shots just may have to wait for a little bit.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing to worry about though. But like, talk about like, like, cause it is an opportunity like to appreciate the game even more, right?
Yeah.
Talk about like, cause when I watch you, right, like you have a a flavor, an essence, a soul, right? And like it's really like an appreciation for the game. Talk about like where that started for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. No, for me, it all started back when I was a kid. Just being around my grandfather who passed when I was 10 years old.
Yes.
Um, I mean, just being around him, watching playoff games, watching games, sitting on the couch with him,
Mm-hmm.
just eating all day, and just doing that. I mean, I think my game, I mean, my appreciation for the game really grew then. And I mean, I remember having a basketball goal on my wall. You know those little goals, those little hoops you put on your door, and that you can just
Yeah, yeah.
mess with the little ball. That's I mean, just for me, playing with him on those. I mean, for just made me really appreciate the game and just love the game as a young kid. So that's really where it really started for me.
Yeah. And who were some of like what was like the game like when you was a kid or like the games you used to watch or the players you used to watch as a young child? Like who were some of those players?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. I mean, I watch. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know why the game. Every time someone asks me that, I always think of the game. I remember watching LeBron versus Gilbert Arenas in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. That was a
Vividly
good one too.
with him. Yeah, I mean Gilbert was cold in the league, and so just watching him. I mean, obviously I watched Steve Nash, Chauncey, you.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched. I mean, all the great PGs and great players growing up. So I mean, I think that's why I'm such a student of the game. I love learning and watching. I mean, watching the best players.
That's what's up, bro. Like I know like growing up, you know what I mean? For me it was like when I watch a point guard, like I would try to like emulate their game. You know what I mean? Are there
Yeah.
any particular like ones that that you were like, oh man, like I see myself in him. You know what I mean? Or like I want to be a different, my own version of him. Is there like a couple in particular?
Yeah, I mean, mainly Steve Nash. He was my favorite player growing up. I just loved his game. I mean, he wasn't super athletic or
Cole.
super tall at all. And I kind of figured that was kind of going to be me. So for me, just figuring out ways to score, being a smaller point guard, also knowing how to get my teammates involved. Um, and I think his craftiness was something that I really loved. I mean, Chauncey could score it. And I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to be able to score like Chauncey, like the way he could score. I mean,
Effortless.
at all levels, all levels. It was just
Yeah.
effortless, and so it was cool.
Yeah, I like Nash. Like I obviously played against both of them, and I
Yeah,
think Nash was just such a like a little artist. You know what I mean? He was
yeah,
just running around, just setting the table, almost like an incredible like host of a restaurant. You know what I mean? Every
mm-hmm.
player got a shot. Everybody felt good. Like it for a point guard. Like seeing somebody being able to like master the art of making players better. You know what I mean? And then at
Yeah,
the same time being extremely calculated and innovative in the shots that they take. You feel what I'm saying?
yep,
Like I love that. And then with Chauncey, it was just like Chauncey was so smooth that he can get a bucket anytime he wanted to, right?
yeah,
And he like lived for that big moment. You know what I mean? I see a lot of that in you. I see also like Damon Stoudemire. I don't know like how hip you are to Damon
yeah,
Stoudemire, but like that dude was cold. You know what I mean? And like when I see you like throwing the ball between people's legs, you know what I mean? Getting into your
yeah,
wheel, like yo, that is like the like a dope like trinity. You know what I mean? Of like those those PGs, like when you going through your process, right? When you
Hmm.
working out, like when you were like, all right, like when did you become Trae Young? You know what I mean? When did you figure out like I'm Trae Young?
Probably high school. High school, like my summer going into my sophomore year.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's when I really took it to the next level. I got a, I mean, I started getting bigger looks from schools. Going into my sophomore year, I had a couple of offers my freshman year, but that sophomore summer, I think that work I put in, and then
Mm-hmm.
just kind of I put like, I think I just started playing better in the AAU circuit. I think that was my first year playing with Mocan, uh, and then the Nike YBL, and I mean,
Yeah.
we just kind of took off, and I started playing really well, and I think that's where I really started becoming who I am.
If you can describe your game, right, with 3 rap albums, what would it be?
Oh, 3 rap albums. Um,
Or
uh,
songs, or songs.
or songs. Uh, I probably got to go. If I'm gonna do an album, I'm gonna do the Take Care album
Okay.
with
Yep.
Drake, just because it's so many. It's so smooth, so slow.
Elements.
Yeah, it got different flows with it. And then I don't know. I mean, my favorite song. So I listen to "What More Can I Say" before every game.
Okay, that was mine too.
Yeah,
Oh,
before
yeah,
every game.
yeah, yeah.
Before every
Before I
game.
get
Like
out the
I don't go out of the tunnel unless I listen to it. So if I have to stay in
car.
the tunnel and miss a little couple minutes of warm ups,
Uh,
I'll just have to. I gotta listen to "What More Can I Say," and that's been that way since high school. So I've
that's
done that
crazy,
done that
bro.
for
That was
years. So
mine getting out the car. All
yeah,
through the playoffs, all through my career, it was like, as soon as I get out the car, that's the last song I gotta hear. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. Jay-Z. What more can I say? So that's
I
that's what I
get
always
it.
listen to. Yeah.
I get it. That's what's up, dog. That's what's up. Now, you like, you're hard to guard, right? I'm sure everybody want to know, like, what makes a player, right,
Yeah.
truly tough to guard.
Um.
Or like, what do you do? What do you do? Like, what was like, what did you want to add to, like, like, what do you want to add to your point guard legacy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, being a point guard is like being a one-on-one, right? And you
Yeah.
carving out your own space. What what kind of legacy, what kind of like style and like artist you want to be, you know what I mean, on the basketball side. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, for me, I want to be remembered as, someone who, you couldn't guard, someone you couldn't contain.
Yeah.
You could try whatever you want, and you couldn't stop me. And whether it's you couldn't stop me from scoring or you couldn't stop me from getting others involved, it's just, you, I'm just hard to really scout for. And so
Yeah.
for me, going into this year, I wanted to add mid range to my game,
Okay.
because everybody knows about the threes, the long threes, and me getting to my floaters
Yeah.
to the lane. So for me, being hard to guard, adding that mid range, I think that just made it even tougher too. So I think that helped me.
No, for sure. I was saying that. And then I also think, like, in from last year to this year, right?
Yeah.
You you made the transition from, okay, like I'm playing, to like, all right, I gotta have a chip on my chest. Cause like, even when you came down to the Drew, right?
Yeah.
It was like, all right, you was Trae Young, everybody was excited to see you. And then as soon as they started challenging you, dog, he was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm here for this. I'm here
Oh
for
yeah.
this fade. You know what I mean? And it was like, I almost want to say, like, not at that moment, but that moment that I saw you,
Yeah.
when you was like, all right, I got a reputation to uphold. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
talk about that. You know what I
No.
mean? Talk about that in
No,
that
for sure.
shift.
Yeah. No, for me, that's I like playing in the Drew. I think you got to see it. Like whenever we were playing, and I think at the beginning of the game, I wasn't doing really good. I was missed a couple of shots. We were getting down, and I knew everybody came to see me versus Frank Nitti, obviously. So
Yeah, for sure. Shout out
like
to
you, like everybody knows. I'm a nice person. I'm very genuine. Um, but when I'm on the court, like I'm trying to kill everybody. So
Yeah.
like it's just a switch that hit on that game. You saw it. I tried to put on a show, and I tried to
Yeah.
go out and help our team win, but also just put on a show for the fans and not get embarrassed. Cause I know Frank can play, and he's known for shutting down NBA dudes. So
Yeah.
I was looking
Yeah,
forward to
no, that
that
was a good
matchup.
thing. That was a good thing.
Yeah, no, I just try to go out and put on a show.
Yeah, that was a good thing. And I think even this season, right, it was like you were playing at such a high level that, like what helped you develop that I guess a chip on your shoulder. You know what I mean? All the great point guards have it, kind of like a confidence, a cockiness, a chip on your shoulder. Like, what was the turning point for you for that?
I just throughout my life and what really made me put my chip on my shoulder.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
especially like this year too, because like this
yeah,
year it was like you wouldn't let off the gas. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
but yeah. I mean, for me, it's I want to be the best, and I came in the league and I told people coming into the league I want to do something that's never been done. I mean, whether it's in my rookie season or it's in my 15th season, God
Right.
willing, in the NBA, I want to do something that's never been done. So, um, I mean, I just work really hard and I try to be the best, no matter how old I am now or
Yeah.
how many years I've been in the league or who I'm going against has been in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm trying to dominate every night, and that's just my mindset when I go into every game. And I mean, this year I try to do it every night.
Yeah, for
Wish we could have
sure.
got more wins, but I mean, for me, I try to do it every night and try to help my team win. So I
Yeah,
think that's why I was able to do a lot of things this year and be blessed with a lot of different things this year.
that's what's up. And then who are some of the guards that bring out the best in you? Like who are the dudes like, yo, I can,
Yeah.
I'm extra juiced to play against.
Uh, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. For me, I think every time I go up against CP,
Mm-hmm.
Chris, I think that it's always fun playing against him because he's been one of my idols growing up, and then just getting to know him since high school. I think it's something every time I play against him, it's like I kind of know a little bit about his game, but he's teaching me something new every game, every
Yeah.
time we play each other.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something I'm able to learn, but also get a challenge and get to go up against one of the best point guards to ever play our game. And I think it's fun going up against CP for sure.
And then who's the one player you hate playing against and why?
Ooh, hate playing against. Um,
It could be for any reason.
I ain't gonna lie, BD. I think playing against, I mean, playing against Kawhi is tough. And
Yeah,
for me, I get guarded by the best defender. So
absolutely.
I'm matched up against Kawhi. So like Kawhi will be guarding me on one end, and then go score. I mean, 20,
Yeah.
30 on the other. And every time we play him, it's like he's not gonna talk trash to you. He's just gonna get stuff done. And so it's sometimes I want people to talk trash to me. Then it gets me going. So
Right.
that's why I kind of hate playing Kawhi because he ain't gonna
He
do
don't
it.
say nothing.
He ain't gonna say nothing. He just gonna play his game, and that's what it is. So probably Kawhi.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, for sure
And
though.
then like, who is the one player that for you is just like, man, it's just like this dude is tough for me to guard. You know what I mean? Like it's just for
Yeah.
some reason it's a bad matchup.
Um, probably
Mm-hmm.
Kyrie or Dame, just because
Yeah,
they score
elusive.
so easy, and they know like
Yeah,
they can score from anywhere, like they can score from any level,
yeah.
and they're just so crafty. They're both so crafty. Probably those two, especially Dame. Dame be shooting 35,
Oh my gosh.
35 footers easy, especially in Portland.
No, for sure, man. That was I had that problem when I was young playing against John Stockton.
Mm-hmm.
Chauncey Billups was like that for me. And I would say Steve Nash and Darren Williams. Like
Oh,
those
Darren
were the
Williams.
dudes. Those were the dudes that was just like, man. And then Chris Paul when he was young, because he just, man, that dude would just dribble all around the court, dude.
Yep.
And,
No, that's facts.
he had all the tricks. All right. I got another question. I know we got some fan questions. Um, if you could build your ultimate guard, various different players, style, speed, jump shot, passing ability, athleticism, like what would be like like you're the coach or the GM, what would you build?
Okay. All right. If I had to build a guard, I would probably pick. I would do probably D Rose athleticism. Um,
Mm-hmm.
D Rose or even your athleticism. It's between you and D Rose, yo. You
Man,
and D
the
Rose
Rose.
athleticism. Either way, you can't go
Right.
wrong. Then I want Steph's 3-point
Yeah.
shot. Uh, um, I can do pass players, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna definitely have to pick Kobe's mentality.
Okay.
Um,
Oh yeah.
and then I'm gonna
Passing.
build. What'd you say?
Passing. Your own passing, right? Your own passing. Your own
Yeah,
passing kit.
yeah. I'm gonna do my
Okay.
passing. I'm gonna do
Okay.
my passing, and then yeah, that's a perfect size point guard.
That's what's up, dog. That's what's up. Oh man. And then so this I mean, this is your first All-Star.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was good. It was good. I was excited. It was fun. Um, I was blessed. It was in a great city like Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
um, a legendary city. So it was fun. I was it was the first time in a long time. I ain't gonna lie, BD, that I was actually nervous before a game.
Man.
This is the first time in a long time that I've ever been nervous. I'm always usually anxious before every game.
Yeah.
Like I just ready to get it going, and once it starts, then I'm good. But
Yeah.
that game, I don't know why.
It's
It was just
unfamiliar territory. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
my first one was in Philly, and you walk in the locker room, and it's like Michael Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
T-Max, right out. It's like, hold on, dog. Hold on. Y'all picked me to be in here? Hold on. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Like, it's so overwhelming. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's such like a beautiful thing that I was nervous too, bro. I was nervous just like being like I couldn't figure out like what was my routine because I had never did it before.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, for me, like I switched my whole routine up for the day just because I didn't know like when we supposed to be on the court, the
Yep.
introductions, and
Yep.
it was just a different time. So it was like, I was super nervous and super excited too, though.
That's dope, dude. And like, what player in the All Star game did you enjoy? Dying to play with this dude and all. You know what I mean? Like when I was in high school or college, I dreamed of playing with this dude.
Yeah, I mean, for me, being able to play against, be on the same floor with those all stars, like gotta look up to, like LeBron and Giannis, and like all those guys, be able to play with the
Yeah.
best players in the league and be on the same team with
Mm-hmm.
them, was fun. I mean, Giannis, we all think Giannis be traveling when he do his Euro, and like I got to actually talk to him in practice and shoot around and ask him like, bro, like, what are you doing? And he actually taught me how he's not traveling. So now, like, it's just little interactions. Yeah, it's little interactions like that. Like you don't
Yeah.
like. I would never get to do that if I wasn't an all star. So those are the interactions and the moments that I really enjoyed. So playing with those guys was fun.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I mean, you're a real inspiration to me, a lot of basketball players out here. You carrying the torch. You know what I'm saying? You're entertaining.
Appreciate it.
I'm sure there's a lot of like young hoopers and people in this on this live. Like, is there anything that like the next Trae Young or the next BD is watching, right?
Yeah.
What do you tell them as a point? Like, what words would you want to impart on them as a point guard? Like, what is the thing point guard has to do, be able to do?
Um, I mean, I think the point guard is one of the toughest positions in any sport. So for me, I think it's a lot that goes into it, but I think the main thing that I did, and I know you did as well, probably for you to be a great point guard, I think you just have to listen to the right people. Like, make sure you
Right.
listen to the right people, listen to their advice,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean, you're not the first person that's going through this. So for me, growing up, I love watching film, and I tried to emulate as many people as I could. But I think listening to my dad and listening to
Mm-hmm.
you, listening to CP, like listening to what y'all really told me, I think really made me, I mean, the type of player I am now and the type of person I am. And so
Absolutely.
I think just listening is something that I can get to the advice I would give to other people if they want to be a great point guard.
That's what's up. And the show is toughest to guard. And you one of the toughest to guard. You up for the award. But shout out to Lou Will, who just
Mm-hmm.
shouted us out. One
Oh,
of the
Lou?
toughest all time to guard. Hey, let's talk about Lou Will for a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, that dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Talk like he came in as an undersized two guard, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the perseverance, just the young guards out there, like the perseverance and the fact that he stuck to his game. Like this dude got supreme confidence. Like
Yeah.
you play against Lou Will. What do you think about his game?
You, I was one of the toughest dudes to guard in the league.
Absolutely.
And I mean, he should. I mean, I think sometimes, I mean, he won't win Six Man of the Year, but uh, like he could win it every year. Like he's the
Every year.
best person I've ever seen watching growing up to come off the bench and be a threat to score, pass, and do whatever off the bench. He's definitely one of the best six man, I mean, to ever play this game, in my
No,
opinion.
for sure. I remember the first time I kind of would say I got Lou Will. I was in I want to say I was in the garden,
Mm-hmm.
and man, he got the cooking, and I had never really played against Lou Will because he was always younger. And man, he got the cooking dog, and he was going left, and he was pulling up, and I was like, why is this dude keep going left,
Yo, hey,
pulling up?
his left
And
fadeaway is
oh my
crazy.
gosh, dog, he was murdering me, dude. They took me out the game. I was tight. Shout out to Lou Will, bro.
Yeah, shut up.
Shout out to Lou Will. And so, what makes you excited about one this season? I know y'all record didn't really reflect where y'all want to go,
Yeah.
but like talk about Atlanta and y'all got some pieces, y'all got some
Yeah.
young talent. Y'all were competitive in every game, pretty much.
Yeah.
Talk about what the future holds for you and the Atlanta Hawks and what you see there.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm excited about, I mean, the future in Atlanta. It's we have a lot of young pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Adding Clint, I mean, made us even younger. He's 25, but can
Right.
really play. So I think for
Mm-hmm.
us, it's all about now we're going into basically our third year with each other. Some of us, and how can we make that next jump? Like we're not gonna we're still young, but that's not it anymore. We're third year veterans,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
like we need to make that jump. And so for us, it's how can we prepare every day like it's a playoff game, like it's
Mm-hmm.
serious. And that's something that I wanna focus on going into my third year. Is just how can we make that jump and make it to that next level and make the playoffs and make noise. And so that's I'm excited about our group. Cam,
Mm-hmm.
Dre, our rookies that we had this year, played really well.
Yeah,
John,
let's
everybody knows
go.
John Collins, Kevin
Yeah.
Herter, Clint. Like we got some pieces that we can really build on, and I'm excited about it.
That's what's up, man. I think next stop is now playoffs. You know what I mean? Like you're an
Mm-hmm.
all star, and all stars take their team to the playoffs, and
Yeah.
y'all have for sure definitely got the pieces. You got the game, the leadership. I appreciate you doing this, bro. I don't want to keep you. You know what
Nah.
I mean? Yeah, but let's tap in anyway. You
For
feel
sure,
me?
for sure. I love it. Hopefully
Yeah.
you've been staying safe. Everybody around you's been safe, and
We good over here, man.
tell everybody that I said hello, and want to thank the first responders and everybody that's watching.
Absolutely.
So it's been good being able to talk with the OG. So next
Yeah.
time I'm playing in the Drew League if they start up this year.
Done. I got you.
Coming
That's
back out.
fine. I'm gonna
Yes,
get
sir.
out there with you this year.
Let's do it. Let's
My
do
dog.
it.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. I'll holler at you, BD.
All right, love, bro. Be safe.